Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now live with BB3TV.
Oh, wow. It's an overlay. Holy shit. Hold on. You guys can hear me, right? It's an overlay I got here. Beautiful. Here we are. An overlay. I didn't realize it was an overlay. Welcome to BB3.
What's going on? I don't have any sound for you, bro.
How about now?
I can hear you now.
All right, cool. Somehow it mutes itself. I'll be buying a new system soon. It keeps happening. So when it happens more than often, it just needs to be done with. Notice I don't have the shows playing in the background because we are literally just going off the cuff today. Dustin,
Yes, we are.
what's going on, brother?
Not much, man. You know, same old, same old. I'm just, I'm on the grind right now. I'm driving my truck back from Aberdeen, Maryland. Had a shitty stop. A bunch of eggs fell over. Busted. Made a mess in the back of my trailer. Yeah, good stuff.
Good day. All right, so let's just get right to the point. You and I have made a decision to write my third book together. Collaboration.
That's right.
What are your thoughts on this?
I'm looking forward to it, man. I think it's going to be fun. You know, it's going to be a mix of, you know, different poetry, like different thought processes coming together in, like, you know, one poem at a time. You know, it's going to be interesting because, you know, we both think differently. You know, we both kind of put words together a little differently. So it's going to kind of be neat to see how we mesh our poetry together. So it's like two forms of poetry being meshed into one poem, which is going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
I think it's going to be great. And the reason I chose Dustin for this, because he's a strong-minded individual. Very needed for something like this. If I'm picking my last book, I want somebody here with me that we're going to go right to the end. So Dustin, I did not know he was a poet. He's writing history and shit like this, parental advisory, as I said. And then we started writing poetry together. Like one day we just started bullshitting on like a back chat. It's hard to find a poet, hard to find words. And I said this to him earlier. Yes, you are writing a history book. You have to get all your facts right. Everything needed, which this book will be done by him. However, though, when you go to poetry, your heart is the only one that talks. And you have nobody to answer to. Right?
Right.
Ajing.
That's kind of right. You know, dude, that for me, like, you hit it on the head, man. Writing history is so tedious, and every fact has to be right on. I mean, because you're going to be fact checked by 1,000 people, and they're going to call you out. You know, and if you kind of get yourself a reputation as putting stuff out there that's wrong, you'll never write another history book in your life.
Indeed.
You know, so it's very tedious work. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time, and you know, whereas poetry, man, it just comes right from the gut, right from the soul, man. You know.
Yeah, man.
And being a passionate person, as I tend to be, you know.
Ajing, wait, hold your thoughts, Dustin, real quick.
Sure.
Because I'm gonna. Ajing, stay there with me real quick. Stay there on this show because I have something to ask you, Ajing, as Dustin speaks. Dustin, go ahead.
Like I said, it comes from a different place, you know what I mean? And you can really kind of just put yourself out there in a way that's unique, very
Mhm.
individual-esque, if that's a word. But I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be fun to collab with you on this.
It's good. Poetry can be embarrassing at times because you're literally speaking from your heart and your soul. You put it out there. However, though, you got to be a strong individual in order to put these words out there. You got to say people will make fun of you. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But you have to be a stronghold. And that's why I pick you, Dustin, to do this, because you are a stronghold. No one's going to tell me how I feel. No one's going to tell you how you feel. However, though, we could put it to the world and within poetry. Now, before you answer, Ajing, here's the question I got for you. So Dustin and I, we wrote poetry together a few weeks back. One-liners of whatever we did, and it was the wording and this saying how we said the words. Dustin said, Dom, you say it better. I said, Dustin, you say it better. Every poetry sounds different, right, Dustin?
Yeah, absolutely.
So with the third book, I feel it's necessary to end it the right way with vocals. We will have hard reading, but vocals. Ajing, piano playing. We do a little bit of instrumentals behind our words. It'll take time, and we're not rushing this, but we'll write the book first. Will you be the other BB3 in there of the entirety of instrumentals as far as our words, and you just literally capitalize on it? Dustin, you agree?
Yeah, dude, I'm in. Like you said, I'm doing this whole thing for BB3. I'm not even,
Yeah.
I'm not really even asking for anything out of it. If it's a success, then BB3TV is a success. And
Yeah.
that's
That's
kind
the
of
thing.
what
Endgame.
I'm doing this.
Endgame is real, where it's like, third book, I could be selfish, make all the money on it. I don't want that. All the money goes right back into BB3TV, whatever we make, but like it's a community project within the family that we created, a bloodline. Understand? And we're doing this, and we're doing it together. So I'm
Absolutely.
passionate about this book. I've written the third book already, and I threw it away, like I told you earlier. Now I get to write it different because I feel like there's a bigger structure here, And Ajing, don't feel bad if you say no, because I'll get it done anyway, no matter what. Like, I just want you to be a part of it because of your talent. You have something to add to this. And if you have words that you could put into it as well that I don't know about, like poetry, please put in. This is a collaboration. The last book is a collaboration with family. Yeah, Lori says she loves the thought of it. And everything starts. Here's a Jing. I'm going to put it right on screen. I've ever read Dom's poetry and Dustin's poetry. You're okay. Very good. So, Jing, what I'm asking this is, it's not a yes or no. I don't listen. You're open in BB3TV. We want something more with what we put out on the next book. And Lori instantly said, "Love the thought of this." It's the thought that starts a process. So when you think about something, that's when we could actually start creating. I love the thought process of, like, say I drop dead tomorrow. Just say it. And then we created a book together. You can hear my voice. You can hear the poetry that Dustin and I create. Like, you can hear everything. We are now, BB3 is my last mission. We are now forever in the world. Understand, Dustin, right? As Jing says, of course.
Absolutely. And I think it's a good, like I said, it's a good opportunity for us. You know what I mean? Like I said, to be different, do something that's completely different, and then, doing it with, something more in mind than just, hey, we're going to capitalize on this, and it's because we want to grow BB3 in a different way, which I think is pretty cool.
I like the way that this crew works because we're not thinking about ourselves. We get the best of the best on the team, and we're not looking for money. We're looking to leave. You understand what I mean by that, too? Like, I keep saying, you understand? Like, we're looking to find our dreams, enjoy it, but leave something for the next. So BB3 lives on. So when Dustin and I talk, I mean, we talk about, these words that we speak in poetry too. If you just listen and read it, just take a second and just understand it, you probably could find us. It's like a GPS map of the world, right, Dustin?
Yeah,
Within
that's an
poetry.
interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it certainly is. I mean, and I think you'll be able to see, like, when you and I collaborate, it's exactly the same thing happened when we did our first poem together. You can definitely see the distinct differences in our writing, but the way it
Sure.
kind of worked together, it was so different and unique that I think it's just going to be interesting. But it
And
also
if we
challenges
fail,
you as it challenges you as a writer. You know what I mean? To come up with a new, like, more creative way to, wordsmith to kind
yes.
of, you know what I mean? Because you got to really, I look at, poetry like the same way I look at building a house. It starts with a solid foundation. You can't build something beautiful, without a good solid foundation. That's where it starts, and then after that, it just becomes, you build a framework, and then you layer everything on, and then once you're finished with that, what you have left is something, incredibly unique and beautiful. So that's going to be interesting to see how you and I kind of,
Well,
build up these poems.
and I love the way you put that, because this morning it all started with a phone call, and my first words to you were, "I challenge you," and that's only because you're the best.
That's right.
You're the best.
Well,
And I feel
I
like
don't know about that.
when the best work together, I'm not calling myself the best or nothing, but I feel like you have so much in this world, so much to offer, that I want to go against you right now in making this book. I wouldn't choose anybody else. Now, a collaboration with music and words and stuff like that, I mean, anyone could say roses are red, violets are blue. You're not like that. You go
No.
deep because you've already seen the road as you're on it right now. That's why I chose you, brother.
Well, I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
But I'm also looking forward to doing, other things. Like there's, in terms of like growing BB3, I want, and I kind of put this out there as a challenge to other people who do shows on BB3.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm by no means, I've been here since the beginning of BB3TV, all right? But that doesn't mean that I have one of the best shows on the network.
Sure.
My show is different than most people's, but my challenge would be to other people, who have shows, is to start becoming like more creative, be a little bit fearless in what you're doing, because, we don't want to, and I'm just speaking from my own perspective. I don't want to put a dry show out every single week. It's the same thing, and it doesn't entice anybody to come back and be like, I don't want to miss Dustin's show. I want to see off the cuff, because I have no idea what the hell's going to happen next on that show, and that's truly off the cuff. And that's, for me, I'm challenging myself to be better and do more to make my show more unique and enjoyable to the viewer.
Yeah.
And if we're going to grow as a network, everybody that's a content producer should be thinking along the same lines. How can I make my show more interesting? And then how can I collaborate more with people, with the resources that I have around me, to make my show its potential to reach its heights. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have to answer a question here. Ajing, I have 2 books out right now. Those we could talk about. When Dustin and I create something, I don't want anything more with my other 2 books, because I feel like those are potentially dead in the water. Yes, you could find me there. Like, it's poetry of times. What I would do right now is, when Dustin and I are collaborating, we could create a back chat of, the poetry sessions. Like, Dustin's got one, I got one, and add you in, and speak. And the way I'm trying to explain it, Zhang, is like, you're a musician. So the piano playing, you have to go with the emotions. So I have to figure out how to do this. And then we'll just work from there. I mean, we got to work close. I gave Dustin the, what is it, end time of October. That's plenty of time to make this happen, right?
Sure.
Sorry I was speaking so slow there too, because I was thinking as I was trying to actually do a business deal right there. Because I don't want to say anything wrong, where it's like October is when I want to end this. Dustin and I will collaborate, and Ajing will get with you as far as like when you hear our words, find the emotion and you do it. Or we could do it this way. You create something with piano playing music wise, and then Dustin and I create it like we could go along with the words, or we could go along with the words as far as what we hear. I mean, that's a different idea. I don't even know what to do with that. So
you see, I can actually take her music if she writes
right.
a song. I can take her music and write a poem to the music according to the way it made me feel when I heard it.
That's what I'm saying, Dustin. So if we hear her work, if we can hear what she has, we can actually write a song to it, almost like, you know, like a rap or a song or something, but like not a rap. You understand what I'm saying? Like you could feel the emotion, go with the piano playing, like, you know, like you understand when my voice deepens, like the moon and everything is this, and then like Dustin was like, "You sound like you're in a bad mood." No, I'm not, sir. I'm just speaking, you know, the way I do. So, Ajing, we just work with that. Yeah, we'll just work with things, Ajing. So just honestly, the way I could say it in production wise, stand by, and then if you have something, send it our way. I'll make this chat today. Julie, she's amazing. See, this is what I'm talking about, Ajing. I would love this opportunity. So just do it. So when you say this, Ajing, I'm going to tell you this. Send us what you have as far as your playing, and we'll write to it.
But it should be original music, though. Because,
yes, original.
Obviously, you don't want to be stepping on anybody's toes. I mean, I imagine Ajing has original music.
Yeah, original music. Ajing, give us your stuff, and I'll figure out how to do this in the end, because Dustin and I talked about like how we can make money on this. We both said we don't want to. We're going to give it back into BB3, but adding, you know, with what you have, I have to compensate you somehow. But we'll talk about that on another day and another night. But Dustin and I will create this book. Music or not, we will have a hard copy of what we do.
Right, and what we're talking about as far as the music is concerned, that's more about, you know, having something kind of there when we are actually reading like the audible version of our book.
Sure. We're just adding to what we have. So there's a book that we're creating, and then there's the audible, and then there's the advanced, where it's like we have piano playing and stuff like that. But like, that's the thing. When you have Variety Entertainment, she plays music. How do you add her into something that we're creating together as a group? Literally, let her do her thing. And then we add our thing on top of it. So now a masterpiece is right there, right? So say we get to make a video game one day, or movies. We're definitely doing movies. We could use Ajing as a score. She plays all music in BB3TV. And then somebody in Hollywood will say, what? Where's that music come from? Ajing. They take her, give her a lot of money. Isn't that the point? And she just destinations out somewhere else. You're staring at me, but you're literally frozen, aren't you? We appreciate that.
I'm good on this.
I know you are. No, you're frozen on screen, sir. Yeah. Ajing, send me your email. I'll buy you the book.
Driving truck at the same time.
Ajing, send me your email in one of the messengers. I'll buy you both of my books. However, though, times change and emotions change. I will gladly buy you them. You do so much here. I mean, trust me. Just so you get a little feel of it. It's different.
I think she's talking about the poetry that we come up with together. She needs to hear some of that.
Well, I think that's what she's talking about too. Yeah. All right, so like I said earlier, where the hell's TARYN? What the fuck is she doing? Let me call her. I'm just gonna call her.
TK doing her thing.
She gave me so much shit. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I'm walking in the door. Let's see. There she is. There she is. Don't make me call. God, I can't fucking hang up. What's up, girl? Jesus Christ.
You have no idea.
Give me shit before the show. Dom, where you at? Where you at? We're talking about 15 minutes before. You're 24 minutes late.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway. TARYN, I missed you.
I know. I miss you guys too. Look at all these comments. I love it.
I know.
Hi, Mama Two Books. Hi, Jing.
Yeah, we're talking about Dustin and I. Have you caught up on the conversation? You're a little bit behind. Dustin and I are going to make a poetry book together. We're going to collaborate.
You know, it's crazy. This morning when I woke up, because I was thinking about your mom, and then I was thinking about you, and I was thinking about how I call our Mama Two Books. And I said today when I got on the live, I was going to call you Three Books because I had a feeling. I have a feeling that you were going to come out with another book.
But it is.
And I promised to God I wasn't listening. I wasn't watching.
No,
I
get it.
was going to call you Three Books.
That's why we are all literally interlinked with each other's mind. I can't say this enough. Like when Dustin, I told Dustin, I said, you know why I called him this morning to do the third book? Because he's the best. And I want to collaborate with the best. And the collaborations can go through BB3TV, but him and I have a passion in writing. I would have never known that about him until we went fire to fire that one day. Yeah, but I don't want to do it with nobody else.
Yeah, that was good.
You know? So what better opportunity than to just, my last book will be with my family.
That won't be your last book.
Yes, it is. 3 is my last one. And then it could open up from there. Like if you guys write books, I could be in one. But I don't want to go further. I don't want to be 4 or nothing. 3 books. 3 is my lucky number. I want to be done and over with it. I'm moving on to the movies. You know how we work here. We're fucking BB3 Hollywood.
As Jing said, tell me about your great idea. Is that the book?
Yeah, because Dustin and I said, here's the thing. So just to catch you up, Jing, hold up. Dustin and I, when we wrote, there he is. He's in some kind of area. So when I speak poetry, so if we write something, right, and I speak it to you, it sounds so much different as a poem than what Dustin can speak to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, roses are red, violets are blue, and here's all this shit, and here's for you. Mm-hmm. Roses are red, and violets are blue, and here's all this shit, just ready for you. You know, like there's different ways to put the tones.
Yeah.
So absolutely. That's why we wanted to do a collaboration together, and Ajane could play piano behind it, so she could put up music, and then we could write to her shit, almost like Tupac in the Prime. Think about that. You get a beat out, and you just go to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And that's what we want.
To have her involved. Oof.
Because I wanted all BB3 involved. So you can have a video game for poetry, but then there's Ajing, our first musician in BB3 TV. Vitamin XP is definitely coming, but Ajing is our first musician, no matter what.
Her and Eli.
Yes.
I call him Eli. I hope she's okay with that because I feel like you say his name's like Eliza. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So I always just say Eli.
So when it really comes down to it is, TARYN, when we work together, we literally go back to the foundation. Think about this. So new ideas, we go back to the roots of it. We never forget anybody here. Everybody here now builds in everything we do. We're like a Lego system.
Yeah, no, I love who we have now.
Yeah. Well, I'll say it. We will be the best of what we do because that's what we want. We have trial runs right now. Grandfathered in people will never, you know, the shows that we have are the primes and they will never be touched. What we have here is the best. The new people coming in. Let's just say Sunday nights or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
We will fix.
Which I messaged Karma and I told her once I'm out of Facebook jail, which is 3 days,
Right.
I can add her to Paranormal Brew so she can also stream on the brew if she wants to. And
Yeah,
that's the thing. Anybody on BB3TV, they don't have to stream on Paranormal Brew.
But
They
I
don't
want
have to.
I want our shows to look this way.
But
No, Terry, what you're saying, Colonel, yeah, you are giving an opportunity. It's networking. Like what you give to people, you're not a network, but they're networking to the community that you have. It's amazing what you do for BB3TV. That's why you are here, because you are the best.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, you goddamn know. You better know. But as far as our shows go, trial runs are happening. There are new people coming in BB3TV.
Oh,
We have back chats just to give everybody a little buoyancy as far as what we do. There's an ocean what we have, and there's the buoyant beacon in the system, right?
Mm-hmm.
That now is steady. The back chats now have not added anybody new because we're not sure if they're going to be there long enough.
Hi, Bill.
Bill Slevin, how you
Can
doing?
you put Lori's comment up there? I love that.
Which one? Yeah, I just haven't paid attention yet. I was going to go.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's all right. So I'm going to keep that up there for a minute. That's the absolute aspect of what we want. So when we reach for the best, we want people who are watching. TARYN, how do I say this? You are not a viewer. You are family. So everything you say in these chats, everything you do to communicate with us, the likes, shares, follows, subscribing, you are now a BB3. That's a fact. So what I don't want is this. I want people to join in to the new shows that are coming to BB3 TV, right? And I want them to have a new experience. I want them to enjoy the podcast that we have. April, the fucking Paranormal Brew, everything we have. However, though, we build.
I'm listening. I just have to block this.
Yeah, no, I get it. I know what you're doing. We build from here. So there is a blueprint for the new people coming in. And the guidelines will be fulfilled. Trial runs will happen. Our Sunday night shows are trial runs right now. Karma is doing very good. Sean did very good on the first shows. However, though, with both shows, and I'll say it right up front, there's tweaking needed to be done. Right?
Right.
And that's what happens with new timers. We have our church show. I respect this man so much because what is he doing in the back chats? He's showing he wants to build his show better. Yeah, that's what I really fucking like about this guy.
He's been doing a great job. I love his new setup. I love his new background.
Mm-hmm.
I love all that there. That's better. I was like, why would I have this huge glare?
I'm scrambling in a way to find his show to be even better. Finding musicians and shit like that. It's just finding the timing. You got to pinpoint it in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
Most people think that we started a network and it's an easy breeze for us. You understand the stress that goes on for TARYN, myself, Tom, Nally? What Tom takes, I don't even know how the fuck he's still here, especially when I get to him. Right? Jesus.
He's definitely been patient with you for sure.
Yeah, that boy could take some shit. But you know what? I wouldn't go back. And the reason we're so hard on each other is because we want the best of the best here.
Mm-hmm.
It just is what it is. I was watching other podcasts yesterday. No names, no nothing. And I could see the same regurgitated horse shit with people, you understand? Ladies and shit like that who only want things, from people who have, already made it in the world and shit like that. They're just a bystander. BB3 is no bystander. You have your own fucking jet to run here. A vendor, musician, fucking podcast, movies to make, a book now that Dustin and I are collaborating on. It's endless. So Julie, now we have a step. Go ahead.
Julie said, I look forward to Charlie and April every Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Julie's an approach at an establishment we work at, and I'm proud of what I have to say about this because she walked up to me and said, I really enjoy what you guys are doing. this is somebody that I have to work with every day that, you know, is coming to me and say, I really love what you guys are doing. We're doing something right in the world, right? I didn't push it on her other than saying, hey, check us out. So now she didn't find Dom. She didn't find TARYN. She found Charlie and April, which means our networking is perfection.
Lori likes bro talk.
Bro talk. See, there it is. Darren.
Hey, Darren.
Send you a link. I'll send you a link right now. Bro talk is great also. See, there it is.
I love bro talk.
And she says, yes, sir. Things like that. Like, it's just finding a network with people that, you know, somebody can enjoy. So what we do as far as shows, her entertainment is grabbed. And it's not just me. It's not you. It's somebody else. TARYN, we did our job.
Darren's at work.
He's at work. Well, quit your fucking job and get over here. Who is the BB3? Message me personally if you want to stay.
I think it's Rev.
It's the Rev.
Yeah.
Don't call him out like that. Maybe you don't want to be known.
I asked him. I said, is it cool if I call you the Rev? He said, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's more than welcome to join us too. I mean, I really like that guy.
I love what he does for.
Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to send the link in the BB3 chat. So, see, there's my mom. TARYN, you can see it. Take over while I send Rev.
No, I can't. I can't share the comments, but I can read them.
Yeah. All right. So this is going over to the BB3. Rev, you're in the BB3 chat. There it is. Anyone in BB3 can join us. Community
Thank you,
chat
Julie.
open.
You don't know how much we all appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, everybody that
he goes, if you get 59K, you'll quit. I have a really bad joke for that, but I can't say it because we'll be a bad network.
What? Oh my gosh, I can't.
TARYN, you know, I'm an asshole.
What?
No, I just can't say it no more. Let's see. Julie says, I watch several shows of yours when I can. I enjoy all of them. You know, that's awesome. And that's the creation of the dream. This group, like, it's not a selfish dream anymore. It's a dream that's like, we're a battleship. And we want you to enjoy everything we do. I don't want anybody here within the BB3. We give opportunity, right, TARYN?
Absolutely.
Yes. We'll let you do a trial run.
You know, anybody sure. that has a show that or even does anything that, like, I'm gonna start. I just bought all this stuff off of Marketplace.
So, what'd you buy?
I bought a Cricut, a heat press, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna start making my own shirts and stuff, or making stuff. Like, I might even once in a while go on and show people how to do that. You know, because Cricut can be a little confusing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, David.
You know what I want to do? Have you ever interviewed them?
I have not.
How about you and I together? Spirit Crew Australia. Get a hold of TARYN and I. We'll do it together one night. Open chats. Absolutely. We got your back. David, write us on BB3TV. Either myself, TARYN, or Tom will interact with you, but it'll probably be TARYN, and we'll do it together. I got your back, no matter what. I love it. That's called a Russian roulette right now. I love it.
Yeah, I've had some. I gotta say this. I've had some, and this reminds me. David reminds me. I'm totally gonna go off topic, but
off the cuff.
I'm totally going off topic.
Love it. Do it.
Last 2 or 3 days. First of all, I have been eating like food is going out of style.
You're pregnant.
No.
Just kidding.
Oh my God.
It was a joke, for Christ's sake. I'm your brother. I'm allowed to say it.
I know, but no. So, and also along with that, I've been having these really weird dreams. Now, I haven't dreamt of my dad in a really long time. Now, I know Father's Day was Sunday. So, of course, yes, he was on my mind. This wasn't a visit dream. He was just in my dream. It was a normal dream. But I had a pony. And we were taking the pony to a slaughter pen. Okay. Now, anybody that knows me knows how much I love animals. Like, I would literally jump in front of a car to save an animal. Because I wouldn't think to save my. I wouldn't think about like I wouldn't think to not do that. Yeah. It's impossible for me to have children. So there you go. I'm not.
Anyway, keep going.
And then I remember hugging this pony, and I remember I could feel my arms around the pony's neck. And we were sitting in the back of like, you ever go on those like haunted hay rides where they have the truck and they have that big hay thing in the back? So that's what we were in, me and the pony. My dad was, I don't even know where he was because he wasn't in the truck, but he was like almost like standing there somewhere. And he looked at me and I said, I don't want to do this. I want to keep my pony. You know, I said, I don't know why we're doing this. And he just looked at me, he said, he said, okay, we can keep it. And this woman came over and started cutting the dead ends off of the pony's mane.
Oh, weird shit.
Weird shit, right? And I wake up. So then last night, I dreamt of, which I don't like dreaming of natural disasters because, and I'm going to put this out there because the last like 4 or 5 dreams I've ever had with weather stuff has happened. So I had a dream that there was this huge flood. I remember seeing a white couch. We put a white couch to try to save some of the animals that we were seeing. Like they could get up on this white couch and we could see them. And like, I walked away from the window. I looked back out. The couch is gone. So like the water was filling up so high, started coming into the house and everything. I was freaking out, trying to find my cats. I wake up, go back to sleep. Then it's still this big, huge storm. And there's tornadoes. We're watching tornadoes touch down in the neighborhood that I live in currently.
You know, TARYN, it's interesting when you talk about these dreams and shit like that and like natural disasters. There's a situation I'll never forget in my life. I remember cleaning my room. I had a waterbed and Cartman and maybe a locker and all this type of shit. Young, right? High school. Mm-hmm. Cleaning my room because I used to like it nice and neat before I went to bed. I remember going to bed with the earphones. I had earphones, so I had a headboard behind me and earphones in my ears, right? It was probably Eminem at the time. I liked it, and I can't stand Michigan now, but it is what it is. I remember laying there, and everything was so peaceful and calm with my blankets and everything, and I told myself, a calm before the storm. The next day, Twin Towers were gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy. I mean, I can't watch Nostradamus stuff because that would keep me up all night long. But
9/10 is when I had peace. 9/11.
Yeah.
Hit. And it was something weird in the air that night. I don't know if anyone could relate to that. If anyone had that experience where it's like, if there was so much calmness in their life where it's like, you almost heard nothing. There was nothing but peace. Like you just felt something. And then the next day was the absolute fucking disaster.
So
anyway,
I had a dream about, and I remember I was so happy I told somebody because I had a dream I was in a glass house in the middle of the ocean. It was nighttime. The moon was like on the ocean and there was 12 people in this house with me and a baby. And like you couldn't see land anywhere. It was just all water in the middle of the ocean. And I remember saying, there's a huge wave coming. We have to take cover. We have to make sure that we're safe. I remember holding this baby and I kept yelling at everybody. There's a huge wave coming. There's a huge wave coming. You know, and I could see this wave coming far out in the distance. And it was like quadruple the size of the house we were in. It was so large.
See, my mom was making jokes there too.
A week later, that tsunami happened that killed all those people.
Fucking A.
That happened like a week like that happened a week later. I was like, wow.
It's like weird intuition that we get.
Yeah. My aunt, when it happened, she called me. She's like, did you see the news? Remember that dream you had?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
Can
God.
I ask you a question? Do people say that you're psychic? People call me psychic, and I don't want to be a psychic. I really don't, because I don't feel like I should be. I have intuition, and I feel things beforehand.
We all have.
Yeah,
intuition.
like That doesn't make me a fucking psychic.
I'm not a psychic.
All right, here we go. Our good friend here. Rev, what's happening, brother? Oh, he's frozen.
I like his background.
I do too now.
Hey,
There you are.
can you all hear me okay?
Yeah, we can. All right.
All right,
Say
my
it
internet
1,
is,
2, 3 to me.
a little
Say
bit
1, 2,
sketchy
3.
today,
1,
so.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Say
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. There we are.
I
All
have
right,
not
we're synced.
seen Poseidon. No, I have not.
No, we have Bill.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for joining us. In front of the world, I'll say you are one of the most. I'm trying to build your show like crazy because you absolutely are you're an inspiration to BB3TV. You are the first religious show here.
Mm-hmm.
So building you better. And the reason I give you credit is because every time we talk, you try and you try to make it better. And every time you are getting better and better and better. I love
I
you.
appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love watching it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Can I ask you a question there? Why do you want to stay with BB3TV? Just for people who want to come in. Like, honestly, you see people come and go all the time. Why do you stay with us?
Yeah, that was something I want to talk to you about too. We keep missing on the back chat, but
there we go.
Yeah, I like being here.
I mean, sorry, Rev.
I like the audience. I like being able to reach people, especially people who can't normally go to church. You know, they might be disabled or might be sick, or nowadays they might have COVID. And I just want to be able to reach people who could normally can't get out to go to regular church, but they can find me on here, and I can still pass on the Lord's message for them.
Absolutely.
And you guys give me a good platform to do that.
Amen.
Yes. And no matter what I believe in that's the structure that you need to have, because you are reaching people, you are touching their hearts. So what I'm doing as a background in production, I want to build to your show. So I'm trying to find you bands. I have people at work who do inspirational music. So what will happen is you see that you're in the backgrounds, right? Underneath in the StreamYard, you'll see a TARYN, myself, and whatever on your own StreamYard. So you'll pull them in and you'll add them to the screen and literally put them on full screen. Let them play music for you. And then you go into your sermons. Go to the intermissions. Do what you need to do.
I can do it. Ready? In the name of the Father and the Holy Spirit.
We are here.
Amen.
And that's what I'm talking about. We need.
Speaking of which, I've been missing you on my Sunday mornings there, TARYN. I haven't seen you the last couple of Sundays.
I know.
David says this. Well done, Rev. You know what? That's what you need, because you're doing a great job here.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the confidence.
Yeah, man. I mean, whatever I need to do, I'm trying. TARYN's working. Tom's working. When a show shows us that you want to be here and you want to build, we're going to build you. Takes time.
Yeah, the people don't realize how much you guys do.
Sorry, you're breaking up. I want your words to come out right. Say that again, please.
In the backgrounds.
Yeah, say that again, please, because you're breaking up. I want everybody to hear what you just said.
I said people. Okay, so people don't realize how much work you guys put into this stuff in the background, even though they're not seeing you on the screen. You guys do a lot of work. I mean, I know you guys pull some tremendous hours too. I sometimes come on here at 3 a.m. and you'll still be on there doing something.
Yeah. See.
So yeah, the work you guys do with the production side and in the background where they can't see you working.
And that's the thing. Like TARYN, myself, and Tom are not capitalizing on anything. We literally just want a great network.
Hey,
we're trying to make. We want people to be
say
here.
Hi? Come here. Come here. Come here.
So with you, sir, like what we're doing is, what is that?
See if I can show you.
Kitten?
There's my fur baby.
Oh,
hi,
super
baby.
cool.
That's my
Hi,
fur
friend.
baby. He come up to say hi.
Hi, baby.
Welcome to the world.
Hello. Oh, you're so
His
cute.
name's Buddy.
Hi,
Buddy.
buddy. Hi, buddy.
BB3's got a buddy.
Hey, they're talking to you.
Buddy.
Look.
Hello.
Look, they're talking to you.
What
He
you
comes
doing?
up to say hi sometimes when I'm up here.
I love it.
Oh, somebody got jealous. Hi. Did you
So,
want
Rev,
to
what I'm
Oh,
working on
yeah.
right now is to build more for you.
Someone
Just
got jealous
forgive
and
me.
wanted to say
Oh,
hi.
this fucking guy. This thing is so. Look at him. He's so cute.
There he
TARYN,
is.
ask him the question. Will you do it?
Uh-oh. There.
Ask him the question.
What he will Bubba, will you marry me?
She did it.
He's like, I'm out.
He said no.
He
Anyway,
jumped.
Rev, give me a month and I'll have an orchestra behind you.
I ask
Trust
him
me.
every day to marry me. Don't I, baby? Yeah. He said
Okay.
yes 1,000 times.
But yeah, let me know when you get a couple of minutes because I
We could actually do a couple of minutes here soon. We're
So
46 minutes
when
in.
you
We
get
usually
some
do an
time,
hour.
just let me know.
Yeah, we could go through whatever you want to deal with as far as like talking and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's nothing major. Just a couple of things I just wanted to discuss and just
That's fine. Yeah.
get out of the way.
In the promising factors, BB3 will always say the same. We're always adding to variety, and if things like that, departures and stuff like that, we stay bloodline.
Which I am in the process of updating the schedule thing that I made.
Yeah.
And Rev, it will be Sunday sermons with Doc because I did mess that up.
Yeah.
On this one.
That's all right. I wasn't that majorly concerned about it.
Sean, what's up? So yeah, we could talk. Literally, TARYN and I probably end this within the next 15 minutes, and then
Okay.
Can you do me a favor though?
Sure.
When we end it, can you join TARYN and I? We could talk all three of us together.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's do that. Let's
Okay.
do that.
So,
All right. So yeah, jump out of here, and then we'll talk to you in about 15 minutes.
all right.
Before you jump out, do me a favor.
Sure.
Plug your show.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Sunday Sermons with Doc. I'm on here every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. I try to do it right on time, but sometimes I have some technical issues with my internet here. But for the most part, I start on time. But yeah, Sunday Sermons with Doc here every Sunday morning. And I will have hopefully a new show coming soon too that we've already talked about, but I'm not going to release it until we finalize
we did talk about it. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, Sunday Sermons with Doc, and my ministry is Yana Ministries, which stands for You Are Not Alone. And strictly speaking, it means if you are saved, you are not alone. Jesus is always there.
Amen.
I appreciate that with you, and I'll say amen with you too.
And I'll put out to you just real quick, because I know I say it sometimes on my Sunday sermons, but for those who have not been catching the show, I do. If you have any questions at showtime, you can let me know. But also, I do. My main thing is I do prayer requests. So if anybody has any prayer requests, let me know, whether it's on Sunday or you can, message me on Facebook Messenger or whatever, and I will put those prayers out there for you.
I think you should put that in the BB3, not the chat, but the website too. Prayer requests from you. I think that actually goes far, because you never know the audience. Because people don't watch me, people don't watch TARYN, people don't watch Tom. Like the people who watch us, maybe they need to be, acknowledged that they're being listened to as well. So put that up there. I think it's important. No matter what the religion is, somebody needs to fucking hear something from you. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's right.
Rev, I said the F word. Somebody needs to.
I've been listening to you for a while this morning, so I've been holding my ears and.
Yeah, somebody is going to appreciate the acknowledgement from you, sir. All right?
Yes, I run it on my ticker on the bottom during my show too, to let them know if they put if they do a +P during my show and let me know they got a prayer request, then I'll do that. And also I want to let everybody know that I do check back on my podcast after they're done. So if you view it later as a recording, you can add comments, and I will go back and check those comments later.
Sounds good. And everybody could message the Rev within the BB3 as well too. If you have anything
Yes.
that you need acknowledged from him, personal talks, what you're going through, he'll be there. That actually goes with all hosts here. If you need something from us as far as just talking, we want you to know that somebody's here. Rev, we'll talk to you in a few.
All right. Yeah. Do me a
Tom
favor. Just
Tom
send me another link so I know you're
It'll
ready
be
for
this
me.
link. Just jump back in and when you see it's ended.
Okay. All right. I'll do that.
All right.
See y'all in a little bit.
See you, brother.
Tom Springer said, "Go watch him. Great religious sermon." And Lori said, "Nice to know." So that's good that you know, having him jump on here to kind of just plug it really quick.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, I really appreciate him. You know, I say F words here and there. I don't mean it, but I know.
I always apologize to him.
I know what he's about, and this guy is a true, like the nature of his beast. Bad words to say beast, but like this guy really appreciates what he does, and he's trying to build. He listens. That's what I like.
Right.
And when you listen here, I want to do all I can to build you, to make you even better, to make you the best here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know that, TARYN.
Of course.
I'm not such an a-hole.
Well, I mean, I love you. Sometimes you can be.
Yeah.
But that's where I step in and try to calm you down.
But I'm an a-hole. Why? Because I want the best here.
Yeah, but sometimes reactions you just got to step back and take a deep breath and, you know what I mean? Not react. Sometimes just let me.
I get it.
But I
Sometimes
understand it, but you know.
I let things build up a little bit. I see a little drama, you know, here and there, and I let things go because I'm an asshole. And then all of a sudden, it's like destination done. You know what I mean? And there's no more drama. Love our back chats.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't have too much drama. I don't.
No, we don't even talk anymore.
I know, that's weird. There's like nothing.
It's sectioned off from our games, our movies, and our grandfathered in chat.
Yeah.
You know?
But where's Karma? Because I tried messaging her and I had to go and message her.
We'll talk about that offline because I got to figure out a way for the new people to interact with you. Because I'm not bringing them in the old BB3 chat. They can't be a part of the video game chat, and they can't be a part of the movie and the musician chat. They have to be what? Trial runs?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, anybody that's
Here's what I'm avoiding. I'm just gonna say
should be added, I guess.
Rather than adding them in the chats that we had, the shit that I got rid of was everything everything I don't want in the BB3 chat, right? Where it's like all the drama and all that shit, where it's like, remember those words? I'm not gonna say, you're not gonna say F me to me. I don't know if I want to be part of a network. Well, you're not. That's what we're avoiding now. That's why nobody's being added to these chats now. So we got to figure out a group to configure. Yes, I know this is live. I get it. But I'm not saying any names. I get it. But I want it to be known moving forward. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There is no secret here. Like, you will, being this group, that group, or whatever, the vendors or whatever, we have to create a business here is what we're doing. And the drama will be gone because we have the best of the best here. April, DeCesare, don't want to see half the shit that they saw, so we rid of it. You know what I mean?
Right. For sure. But nobody wants that, regardless of who you are or whatever. You know what I mean? Nobody wants that stuff.
So we created something here, TARYN. We did something different, which you did in the beginning, which we're doing now. Everybody is technically separated, so they ain't got to deal with anyone else's shit. The BB3 Paranormal Chat is by itself now.
Which is what I was trying to do. And,
I know.
And people got all their feathers in a...
Yeah. Yeah, and Harper's here now, stays.
Hi, Dave. He's going to be on my show Wednesday.
Love it.
He's doing a Paracon in October. It's a history of the paranormal. If I
Paracon
said
where?
that wrong, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me get my book.
Well, David, she likes you. Find a way to post it on BB3 so we could promote you out there if you're doing a Paracon.
Oh, I'm gonna.
We don't want nothing from you other than, promote us back out.
Haunting History Paracon.
Cool.
And so I'm looking.
Get him on a show to talk about it.
He's coming on Wednesday, I said.
Oh, sweet. There you go. Done deal.
Yeah, he's coming on this Wednesday. Haunting History Paracon.
There it is. I'll put it up here. So, like, people who do not see the back chats, it'll be right there. I'll keep it up for a moment. Keep it up for about a minute. Check out this, guys. Check this out.
Yeah, it looks like I've never heard of it before, but but it sounds amazing. Like when I go on there, when I went on there and I looked it up and I was looking at everything.
Yeah,
he does a really, really good job, and I respect what he does for, his community and around him, and the Paracon and everything. It takes a lot to do something like
that. First year, David said.
It's awesome. Cool. That's awesome. It takes so much. I mean, like we just do this, and he does. You know what I mean? He does like doing a Paracon is a lot of work.
Indeed. Well, he'll get it done.
But when you go,
what do you think? You want to go to war in the back chats with Bill?
What?
I'm just saying. You want to go to war in the back chats with Bill? I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait to give him the good news too. What Julie said. What time will that be on? Is there a place where the schedule is located? Just wondering.
Yeah, so Julie, there is a schedule, but I gotta revamp it. But anyway, it's in the BB3 TV like photos. I posted it a while ago. I don't know how to make that to where that's something that's first when you go to see. I don't know if we make that the cover photo. I don't know how we put like the schedule up so everybody can see it, but my show is Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
It's Paranormal Brew. If you go to Paranormal Brew's page, you can just like and follow, and then you'll get like the invites and the updates for the shows. But yeah, I am working on that. Getting a new schedule up.
Yeah. And she's totally on our ass all the time, but the schedule keeps changing. So it's like, I feel bad not telling her what the hell's here. She's like, who's this? Who's that? Well, fuck there. And I don't have time to write you. And then here, because there's a rule in BB3 TV, everybody here is allowed to bring somebody as long as you can deal with it. So TARYN could bring a host. Example, TARYN could bring a host. I could bring a host. Tom could bring a host. Just say Darren could bring a host, right? And it's on them.
Well,
so I'm constantly just shoving people in.
Yeah, but we definitely have to. The three of us would have to. Either one of us, two of us, three of us would have to.
Right.
I like how Darren handled it, where he introduced us to Mike.
Really? Yeah.
Ethan, and they kind of said, like, this is what we're going to do, because I don't want just anybody.
Yeah. And that's why, like I said, the trial runs are effective. Like our shows now are just trial runs.
So, can you put
because they have time to build? You know what I mean? Like if they don't listen, they go. You can't be a pilot here if you're not going to listen. If you want to do your own thing, you can do your own thing, but you have to sit with the guidelines of what we do. Yes, we give you free reign of what you do, free reign, but you have to look a certain way. I don't want a show to look like a fucking Facebook Live. Understand?
I think mine do, don't they?
No, absolutely fucking not.
Tom said Tom Springer, you are all doing great. Glad you all are moving forward, and I hope I can continue to promote you all. Although I am separate, you are all still family, and I love you guys, and will continue to advertise you all since it is awesome. Thank you, Tom.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so I can't wait to have Dave on, because I really want to talk to him. Like I said, like going to that Paracon, he's going to the Haunted History Paracon .com.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm just I can't wait to talk to him about it and just actually, you know, see how much work he does, because it looks like it's a lot.
Yeah.
And if you have a full-time job and trying to do something like that, it's almost like another full-time job.
It's crazy. Well, before you and I end too, I want to talk to you about something. TARYN, can't wait to fucking see you.
I know. At the bash, Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. That's going to be fun.
Holy shit. Now, you know, you and I speaking like this. Let me explain this. Have I met TARYN? Yes. Little short shit, whatever she may be. We never got to speak like we do now. It was kind of like a hello and goodbye. She was a BB3 at the time, and we didn't know each other. Now we do.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait to spend some time with my sister here.
For
To
sure.
break some bread with her and literally talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, right. Bill, it is August 19th through the 22nd.
Yeah. Be there
But a
for
lot
that.
of us get there on the 18th. Maybe.
Oh, we'll talk about that after, because you're picking me up at the airport, I'm assuming. If not, I have to fucking Uber it. Whatever.
You're not going to Uber. You got to tell me what time you're coming in so I can make sure I'm not drinking.
Have a beer in the car, for Christ's sake, will you? Don't say that live. Don't say yes live. Just say no, Don.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, Christ. Keep in the trunk at least. Anyway, we'll go into Bill, get ready. Come back in here in a minute. And what we'll do, TARYN, hit it. Where to find you?
Paranormal Brew and BB3TV. There's really only 2 places that I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube. Oh, actually, I think Unrestricted Paranormal. It's still putting my show on their page Sundays at 9. But I'm not sure. I have to go back and check. But yeah, that's it. That's my little. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, but not live. My shows aren't live or anything. It's just that on Paranormal Brew on Facebook and YouTube, and on BB3TV on Facebook, because I still haven't gotten the YouTube access for BB3TV.
How? Tom sent it to you 100 times.
He did not.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to call him right now. He said he sent it to you. He was aggravated because he sent it to you
No.
100 times.
No. I don't know where he's sending it.
He gets so agitated. Like, you know how I sent it to you. Yeah.
I have never heard of Rumble, but I will look into it.
Yeah, we got to go to him. Yeah, we'll look into it. Bill, jump in here in the back chats. You won't be on the show. You'll be underneath. And what we're going to do is say goodbye. You can find me. I am just only one of the heartbeats here in BB3, but you'll only find me here. Thank you for being in BB3 TV. Like, share, follow, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy.
Thank you, everyone. Paul Williams.